By the end of this video, I want you to have the exact framework that you need to have your own swing trading bot and even have it running completely hands off without you having to enter a single trade. Let's get into it. All right, let's start with a roadmap. How are we going to get to this point? Well, there's a couple of things we need to kind of click off the list. First, I want to talk about what a trading bot is. Then I want to dive into how we can locate verified trading strategies. This is one of the most important parts, if not the most important parts of this entire thing, because we could have a trading bot. We can have trades that just are taken for us. But if the strategies suck and they don't make money, well, then we're not going to make money. So we got to make sure we have that under control. And I'll show you how you can not only find back-tested trading strategies, how you can create your own, but how you can forward test trading strategies that aren't your own and then potentially use those in your own trading bot. And I think you're going to like it. And then lastly, we need a place that we can automate the trades and connect to a broker easily. This way we can manage, we can turn things on, we can turn things off, we can adjust our bot, because we don't want to have a black box trading bot that we just give a bunch of money to and just say, hope for the best. No, you want to be able to have a hands-on approach. And if things aren't performing like the back test or like prior performance, we might need to figure out what's going on and make some adjustments. And that is something that I think is very important when it comes to having automated trading bots. Well, yes, it's automated and you're not the one that's specifically placing the trades. You still need to have some control. So let's first understand what a trading bot actually is. A trading bot could be one trading strategy. It could be multiple trading strategies. It doesn't have to be one, but a trading bot, in the example that I have on the screen right now, this is a trading bot with 3 trading strategies. We have allocations to each different strategy. We have performance, so we can see how it's doing. Some of them, actually 2 of them, haven't really done much because they're pretty much brand new strategies that I've added in. And this one's been trading for some time. We actually have 5-year performance of this thing dating back to 2021, where it's up 241%, which is pretty sweet. And this is all verified by a third party. But at its core, a trading bot is trading strategies that are automated in a way where a certain trigger were to occur, it's going to take a trade. It's buy, it's going to sell, it's going to go long, it's going to go short, it's going to go flat. And that sounds super complicated, but it doesn't actually have to be. As someone who really did not make it very far in my coding classes, but we can think of these trading strategies as like almost like little workers that we've hired out. And these little workers are working for us 24/7. So we don't have to sit there and watch the charts and execute the trades. Now, you might want to do so. You want to review the orders, you want to review the market, and you want to make sure your trading strategies are operating properly like they should be, and they're ultimately profitable. So there's some manual involvement, but intraday, or when the signal fires, you could be sleeping, you could be at work, you could be at school, you could be doing anything, you could be outside mowing the lawn for all I know. And if you just so happen to miss that, well, now you're missing out on opportunities. So now think about hiring out individuals to now watch over the market. And when certain situations occur that you've looked back through or that you know have a high probability of this or this happening, it's going to place orders that hopefully put you on the right side of profitability over time, over a larger sample size. That's kind of how I like to think about trading bots. You can get as risky or you can get as conservative as you want. It's totally up to you. So now we need a place to locate and verify trading strategies. So there's really 2 places that I'm going to go in this video, and you can take this a bunch of different ways, but the first one is AlphaInsider, because AlphaInsider not only has a bunch of public trading strategies, these are made by the public. And actually, many of them come from TradingView and are public scripts, open source scripts on TradingView. But the reason why we look here is because all of these are verified and tracked in real time. So every single trade little dot that we see, that is a verified trade. So we know that these are actually operating or they're actually trading like the performance says. So it's being tracked in real time. So it's not like it's somebody telling you, hey guys, I have this really good strategy and I'm going to tell you like it makes so much money and it's up 100% this year. No. Like, is it actually? Like, how do we know? Well, it's like taking someone who is claiming that they're profitable or claiming that they're up 100% this year. For example, like this strategy right here, this Noro's alligator. Pretend this is a guy, his name is Noro, and he says he's up this much, he's up 92%, but you're like, I can't verify it. Well, now we can. Now we can. And so we see all of his trades. We can scroll through. He's trading ETH and he's up 92% on the year. He's had a 36% max drawdown. You know, now we get to actually see, like, is this guy profitable? Is the strategy profitable? And many times there'll even be a link to the open source script on TradingView that we can actually go and pull and then even edit the code. And we've got some videos over the past couple of weeks showing you how to actually do that. If you're interested, leave a comment below and I'll direct you to the proper video. Another place we can look is TradingView's community tab, where they have the indicators and strategies. If you scroll through here, you'll find some that are indicators and then some that are actually trading strategies that give you buy and sell alerts. So if we scroll around, we might come across something that looks like this. If I click on this right here, we will have the source code, sometimes very simple and sometimes 660 lines that we can add to our TradingView charts and then potentially backtest. Just make sure when you're sorting through, it's a strategy and not an indicator, because an indicator isn't going to give you buy and sell signals. It's just an indicator. It's going to tell you all these things. We need a strategy, but you could take an indicator and then you can create a strategy based off that indicator. If you wanted to like click on something like this, then jump over to the source code, grab the source code and then put it into AI, whether it's Gemini, it's ChatGPT, it's Claude, whatever you want to use, and then tell it, let's create a trading strategy off of this. What you can also do is go over to the Pine editor on TradingView and you can code something from scratch. This is actually something that I coded from scratch in about 20 minutes, not even, going back and forth a couple of times. And what it did was it essentially created a trading strategy I can pull up on the chart right here. I don't think it's going to work on Bitcoin, but I can show you. And here you go. Over the past 90 days, we got a 2.85% return, 0.77 max drawdown over 13 trades, 46.15 profitable, and a 2.729 profit factor. It's pretty darn good, but again, not a lot of trades there, but we can do that from scratch. And once we have that, we have it on our charts, we can actually use these trading signals and then have them sent somewhere so that we can have a trading bot automatically trade for us, because this is great. We can backtest here on TradingView, but the key is now taking this and sending it to a broker that could take the trades on our behalf without us having to be there at whatever time, whatever hour of the day these are going off. Now, personally, what I like to do is I like to get something on TradingView, backtest it, and then I like to bring it into AlphaInsider and I like to let it trade. I don't automate it right away. I like to watch it trade, let it do its thing for a period of time. So this way I can see if the backtest trades are matching up with the signals, the executions, all the stuff we're seeing on AlphaInsider. Once I confirm that that's good, now I can use AlphaInsider to automate that. Now, if you have a TradingView strategy and you have specific questions about how to go from a backtest here to this, and how do we get that to automate, I will leave a link to a separate video below this that covers specifically that process for those of you who are interested in that specific process. It's a bit complex at first, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to automate like literally tens or hundreds of strategies if you wanted to. So now that we have a strategy like this one that we like, or we brought it in from our own TradingView code, we go into this auto trade section of AlphaInsider, click on the auto trade button right here. If you're not seeing that, you'll have to click on the subscribe button first, and then it will have the option to auto trade inside of that button. But I've already subscribed to this trading strategy, so that's why there's only an auto trade option. Now, I should also mention you can set trading alerts if you don't want to automate, but that's kind of besides the point of this video. But this button right here will allow you to get notified when trades occur, so you can go and manually take them, or just kind of, again, match things up, make sure things are running properly before you ever automate. Click on auto trade and it will give the option to connect a broker. Now, if you are using crypto or a crypto trading strategy where it trades crypto, ETH, Bitcoin, things like that, when you click on the new broker connection, you're going to have three options as of right now: Hyperliquid, Bitfinex, Binance. Highly recommend Hyperliquid. That's where I have the trading bots on, because all you need is $100. I'd recommend a little bit more in case you draw back below $100, and there's no KYC, and you can get a good amount of leverage using Hyperliquid and AlphaInsider. So it actually works out pretty nice. If your strategy trades stocks, there'll be different broker connection options here. Currently, Alpaca is like the best when it comes to stocks, so that's what we have for stocks as well. This video will show you how to grab your public and private API keys depending upon the broker that you select, and then you'll enter them right in here. You'll then set your allocations, where you'll have the opportunity to change how much of your portfolio or your account you want to allocate to that strategy. You could go 100%, which means you are trading with your entire balance of your account. And then you'll see a page like this where you can turn your bot on. So if this button is red, you'll have to turn the bot on, and then it will automatically rebalance based off of any open positions, and then begin taking trades from there. Now, this is pretty sweet because if I look down here, we have this Williams fractal strategy that's taken, a handful of trades, more than a handful, but it's taken a good number of trades over the past year. Doesn't trade a ton. It's a swing trading strategy. We've seen that mostly on our site based off of what we have tracked so far. Some of the better performers are actually swing trading strategies, and it's kind of by a wide margin. However, We would love to see more day traders come to the site, bring in their strategies, see what rises to the top, see what ranks really well. And if you have something that you like that you don't want to give away for free, there is an option now on AlphaInsider that you can have a paywall where people will have to pay you in order to have access to your strategy. Kind of cool. So if you have a strategy, highly recommend, or there is now incentives for you to bring them into the site, and you don't have to do it for free. But from here, there's a settings option. We can adjust the leverage, adjust the max slippage we're willing to accept on a trade. Click on the rebalance on start. So when we turn the bot on, it'll rebalance based off what's open on our current strategies, and then close on stop, meaning if we click on the off button of this trading bot or turn it off, that will close me out of any positions that I currently have. I can set alerts. Then there's the option to update my keys, which on Hyperliquid every 6 months, I'll have to update. So for me on this specific bot, I have about 5 months left. I can add allocations based off what I subscribe to on AlphaInsider, what I've created on my own. And then I can easily adjust my current allocations based off a dollar amount or based off a percentage of my account when I'm comfortable or when I want to kind of like pull back from this one, add more to this one. And I have the control to do that literally at any time. So there you have it. If you've been following along, you now have a working swing trading bot that is going to be automating your trades while you sleep, while you work, while you play, while you eat, whatever you're doing. Like always, leave any questions in the comment section. And again, I will leave some resources to other videos that might give you some more information about how to connect TradingView strategies or things like that in the video description box. As always, thanks so much. See you next time.